the big trade on Friday. Where were you when it went down, and what did you think initially of it?
Well, full disclosure, I was out to dinner with some friends, late dinner, halfway through a glass of wine. So that tells you how much my radar was up for that kind of move. But it was pretty, I would say it was a surprise to see the Leafs get O'Reilly. I think maybe just that they acted so quickly, kind of jumped the market in some ways. We've seen a couple other big trades, of course, but not a lot of action league wide just yet. And, I think they didn't want any chance of it leaking out. Sometimes in the old days, or probably two other teams, they finally get to a deal at 11 p.m. at night on a Friday. They probably agree that they'll announce it Saturday morning. But, the Leafs like to make sure that it's not going to get out ahead of time. And so they announced it when it was finally done.
To the best of your knowledge, how long were they working on this deal with St. Louis? I mean, there's been some hints and reports, I believe Elliot Friedman putting out there that maybe they were in on Barbashev as well. But how long do you think they were working on this thing?
Well, I think their interest goes back to earlier in the season. In December, they were linked to O'Reilly. And at that point, it wasn't clear St. Louis would be in a position as a seller the way they've become now. And I think it heated up last week. And, I think some of that was because Ryan O'Reilly himself, if he was going to be moved, liked the idea of a move to Toronto. And so I think that helped make the fit. I mean, that the player fits, and certainly Noel Acciari does, and what the Leafs want. And I think they were looking for specific elements to their lineup rather than just getting the biggest name or the player most likely to score the most goals. I think that they were looking for the flexibility that they get with two guys that can play wing and play center, can kill penalties, all those types of things. And so, the last few days, last week, it really heated up, and they involved Minnesota at the last day to get that extra little bit of retention, and the deal got done. But I think that the conversations stem back months and then really took on some serious tones, in the days before Friday.